Balotelli, Aguero!
Right from football, Formula One, tennis, basketball, boxing, and all other sport news, either local or foreign 10.
Really good ball, it's Babalola! Goal! Bafana!
Join Kenny Adiviri, The Crown on Prime Sport every Monday, Wednesday and Friday by 11:30 to 12 p.m. on Prime's Radio to take you around the world of sports with our latest news updates, transfers and unbiased analysis, interviews and exciting moments on sport. Prime Sports, let's go!
Loving yourself is tough. Waking up every day with a proud sense of who you are can feel exhausting or even impossible. But we all know deep down we can be best version of ourselves. When we love ourselves thoroughly and freely, sometimes it takes mantras and prayers and sticking notes on the wall and charts in the mirror to take self-love stick. Self-love is a revolution that every atom in your body is marching for. You are not small. You are not unworthy. You are not insignificant. The universe woos you for a constellation. Just to atom, every fiber in you comes from a different stars. Together you are born by stardust, spectacular, created by the energy of universe itself. Accept yourself as a work in progress that continues to build yourself into the person you are dreaming to be. The person you have all the potential to be. Accept your flaws, accept your truths, accept your past, and make light of them. No one can tear you down. No one can tear you down, even if you make peace with who you are and where you have been. If you are going to focus on the negative at all, focus on turning them into positivity. Focus on growing. Oftentimes, our mind are the scariest place to sit. It will trick you into comparing yourself to others. It will trick you into believing you aren't good enough. But you are. You have always been and you always be. You are much more powerful when you believe in yourself. If you don't love all of you, what will? Give yourself time to blossom. Keep loving yourself. Take every past as something to work on and look on the bright side of the future. The universe took its time on you, crafted you to offer the world something different from everyone else. When you doubt how you were created, you doubt an energy greater than us both. You are you, and no one can be you. Only you are you. There are a lot of potentials, a lot of talent inside of you. Regardless of the obstacle, regardless of the negativity, regardless of the economy right now, regardless of the frustration out there, why not look on the bright side of life, of your future, and never give up. Keep loving yourself every day of your life, because if you don't, no one else will love you. You have to love yourself first, so that others can love you the same way and how much you love yourself. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good people of Ibadan. Good morning, Oyo State. Good morning, Africa. Good morning, Nigeria. It's Tuesday, 7th of June, 2022. Another day to keep grinding and keep pushing ahead of those goals and vision, the purpose why you are created on earth. Another day to look bright. Another day to keep smiling. Another day to keep trusting that it's going to be better. Another day to look ahead of everything ahead of you and keep trusting God for a better day, a better lifestyle, a better country. Another day to pray for peace, to calm every storms in this country and even in our states, different states where we might be. Another day to eat those goals, those dreams, those aspirations. Another day to give yourself that good comfort. Another day to keep the spirits alive. Another day to tell yourself you are enough. Another day to keep doing good in the society. Alright, good morning once again. Good morning, good morning, good morning. My name is Mercy Adeyemo. And I think on Friday I was there. My name is Mercy Adeyemo and you're welcome to another edition of Prime Vibes this morning on Primus Radio. For those that are just joining in, this is Primus Radio and you can always join us and listen to us on our blog at primusmediacity.com. or go to Radio Garden, Radio Box, Online Radio Net, Zeno Radio, among others, and search Primus Radio. And you can also join us on our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and to watch me live at Primus Media City. Again, our YouTube is not left out. You can join us on YouTube at Primus Television. Alright, let's go to what we have this morning. You welcome to another edition of Prime Vibes this morning. Prime Vibes is a breakfast show where we give you the dailies and trending stories in Nigeria and outside. Like there are a lot of stories that have been going viral for a while now, the weekend and now presently Monday, Tuesday. And I have a lot of dailies in front of me this morning. I have the Punch, I have the Guardian, I have the Nation, I have Daily Sun, I have Nigerian Tribune, I have Daily Independent. I have a lot to dish out this morning. But before then, I know many are already at their workplace and some are still on their way. So let's quickly go on a music break to give you all the energy you need for the program this morning.
Àwọn ẹranko lọ́ba tí wọ́n nugbó bẹ́ẹ̀ sì ré ìjòyè wà láàrin àwọn aráàlú. Primus Radio, ọba àwọn rédíò. Àwọn ẹranko lọ́ba tí wọ́n nugbó bẹ́ẹ̀ sì ré ìjòyè wà láàrin àwọn aráàlú. Primus Radio, ọba àwọn rédíò. Ìgbà tó bá ní ìṣọba gbọ́nmi kọ̀ǹkọ̀ tó bá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ tó tún kọ̀ǹkọ̀ ní bá wọn ṣọba lálẹ́ odò. Primus Media City.
Good morning, Lagos. My name is Wana. Traffic updates right now. Third Mainland Bridge is looking free as a bird. Of course, we do negotiations in such poor stations, though. Not losing time. We need.
One day go, Mr. Flavor, hey. I'm on to tap bell. One day go, Mr. Flavor, hey.
That's the crowd for the beat.
Mr. Flavor tout à plaire, one day go, Mr. Flavor, hey.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I think we were wrong. Come rain or shine, Lagos must rock. We must bet. People are still, crazy on this.
When you talk about music,
Girl, I know fit wait, give me fire, make it blaze, make it blaze.
sport is show.
Oh my God, an insane goal! I've just seen the most insane goal I have ever seen on a football pitch.
Programs Nko e plenty news and current affairs. Everything is in one.
Ramos Radio. Express, exhibit, explore.
Congratulations to schools, parents, and pupils in Ibadan. Primus Media Club has landed in the ancient city. Yes! Discover and sharpen pupils' basic media and communication skills like public speaking, creative writing, oratory, virtual communication, among others. Primus Media Club for secondary students and pupils in primary 3 upward. We don't just teach and train. We engage and expose members to different fun activities where they win exciting gifts and prizes. And the big one, members of our club present our radio shows from time to time. Primus Media Club, more than just a press club, a debating society, or a social club. It's all encompassing. Proprietors, directors, and parents reach us now to establish Primus Media Club in your school. Call Afuda on 0816-274-6129. Primus Media Club, safeguarding the future, one fan at a time.
Damilola Abodrin of BCOS, Oluwatobi Ainde and Obi Friki of Yes FM, Omombolanle Edon of Lead City FM, Oyiza Amosu of Blast FM, Salawu Matine of Lagilu FM, Shida of Docs FM, Ryle the Game Boy of Sweet FM, Adebisi Precious of Kwasu FM, Kayode Sonny of Jams FM, Tife Salami of Lead Radio, Nedu Okore of Ray Power, Oluwatomi Ayilaran of Nobu FM. Let me stop there for now. All of these amazing OAPs have one thing in common. They are all products of Primus Media Academy. If you have a media dream, let's work with you to activate them. Primus Media Academy registration is on now for the next full-time and part-time class starting on 6th and 11th of June respectively. To register, hurry now to our office at Primus Media City opposite El Loving Arms Daycare, Sharp Corner area, Oluyole Estate, Ibadan. You can also call or chat us up on 0816-274-6129 or 0810-211-7710. Primus Media Academy, expanding the frontiers of the 274.
Alright, welcome back from the music break where I just played you Wake Up featuring Flavor and One Day Cole, and I also had to play some commercial bills. I went to commercial just for your listening, and it's necessary with PLBs, that. So welcome back, and you're still on to Primus Radio. If you are just joining us, you can listen to Primus Radio via our blog at primusmediacity.com, or you go to Radio Garden, Radio Box, Online Radio Net, Zeno Radio, among others, and search Primus Radio. And you can, however, watch us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter on Primus Media City, where you can see me live and direct looking at you. And also, we have the YouTube channel for our YouTube subscribers. You can watch us on Primus Television. Just look at me and let's see each other together. So you are welcome on Prime Vibes this morning, where we give you the dailies and trending stories. And like I said earlier, I have The Punch, I have Daily Independence, I have Nigerian Tribune, I have Daily Song, I have The Nation, and I have The Guardian. So I'll be starting with The Punch this morning because I saw something that really catch me, and the information as well we've been discussing since Sunday now, yeah. Written boldly in front of the Punch newspaper this morning says, gunmen disguised as worshippers massacre over 35 in Ondo Church. That's on page 2 on the Punch newspaper this morning. Sorry about that. Now to the Punch newspaper this morning. Adamu's consensus plot fails. 21 aspirants in battle royal. 7 NWC members reject Lawan, Tinubu, Osibajo, Fayemi. Others who delegate. Presidency rubbishes Tinubu's claim of helping Buhari win. Unami step down. I won't impose anyone. Delegate will elect APC candidate, says Buhari. That's on page 2 on the Punch newspaper this morning. Another one says, our massacre survivors, victim relative grown as can NGL protest. That's on page 8 on the Punch newspaper this morning. Varsity Union Federal Government Renegotiation panel sitting ends today. That's on page 24 on the Punch newspaper this morning. Protesting workers shut down National Assembly. Lawmaker postponed resumption. That's on page 15 on the Punch newspaper this morning. I didn't see PDP delegate list until day of primary, says Dele Momodu. That was on page 7 on the Punch newspaper this morning. Lesson teacher bags live imprisonment for impregnating 14-year-old pupil. That was on page 4 and 5 of the Punch newspaper this morning. Wow. That's so bad, though. Private teacher. I think that's having rights. Why would you impregnate a 14-year-old pupil? That's a minor. A minor at that. Makinde contested PDP governor primarily alone, defeated himself, says Bola Rumi, aspirant. That's on page 3 on the Punch newspaper this morning. Forest crisis. FDI crashes by 78% in the 3 months. That's on page 18 on the Punch newspaper this morning. Again, e-payments, Nigerian utility bills, spending swell by 387%. That's on page 17 on the Punch newspaper this morning. Another one says Uni Abuja dismisses 2 professors over sexual harassment. That's on page 11 on the Punch newspaper. But why now? Professors, why now? Only 44% of Nigerians have access to smartphone, report says. That's on page 23 of the Punch newspaper this morning. COVID-19. Others delay aircraft acquisition for national carrier, says CEO. That's on page 17 on the Punch newspaper this morning. Yeah, now to Daily Independent newspaper. Boldly written on it, we have presidential primary. APC splits over Lawan as consensus candidate. Northern governor insists on power shift to south. To decide voting pattern today at convention. Presidency says Buhari has no preferred candidate. Itesageo warns against feeding a northerner. Federal government delays airport concessions to tweak operational model. That's on page 6 of Daily Independent newspaper. Now to Ondo story. Ondo bloodbath. While trying to escape, I saw dead bodies on the ground, says survivor. That is on page 7 on Daily Independent newspaper this morning. Finally, Nigerian Air received license from NCCAA. That's on page 6 on the Daily Independent newspaper this morning. 15 adulted in Anambra as soldiers, police battle gunmen, 1 nabbed. That's on page 8 on Daily Independent newspaper. Atiku in dilemma as PDP shops for vice presidential candidates. Wow, that's on Daily Independent newspaper. Also, you alone didn't make me president. Buhari replies Tinubu. On to Nigerian Tribune. This written boldly. APC presidential primary. I have anointed no one, says Buhari. That can be found on page 2, page 22, and page 23. NWC members kick as Adamu announces Lawan as consensus candidate. Northern governor insists on southern candidate. Consensus candidate a legal impossibility, says Tinubu campaign organization. I see danger. APC cabal planning against you. Fayose tells Tinubu. Unamani step down back southeastern aspirant. "54 lawmakers soon as over cover judges' post salary." That's on page 8 on Nigerian Tribune newspaper this morning. Gunmen kill policeman, Okada rider cut away rifle in Warri. That's on page 27 on the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. National Assembly deserted as workers begin indefinite strike. That's on page 5 of Nigerian Tribune newspaper. No singular individual responsible for Buhari's 2015 victory. Presidency replies Tinubu. That can be found on page 22 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Owo attack. Police recover 3 unexploded device. Tinubu Fayemi Amosu order visits donate to victim church. 43-year-old woman order battle for lives as victim recount experiences. That's on page 17 and page 28 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Now to Daily Sun. Written boldly. APC boys over consensus choice. That's on page 6 of Daily Sun newspaper. Lawan split northern governors. Buhari denies endorsing any aspirant. I consulted Buhari before announcing Senate president, says Ahmad Adamu. Southern governor must reposition Amoteku Ebuebe Agu on an AZ. That's on page 26 of Daily Sun newspaper. Another news on Ondo church massacre. Death toll rises as police recover 3 unexploded IEDs. That's on page 8 on Daily Sun newspaper. State government declares 7-day mourning. Flag flies at half-mast. Doctor requested for blood donors. Pope prays for victim. Sultan urges federal government to fish out attackers. Sit at home again. Oblongs set trailers. ablaze in Nsukka. That's on page 4 on Daily Sun newspaper. APC insensitive to plight of Nigerians, says article. That's on page 27 of Daily Sun newspaper this morning. And on page 6 on Daily Sun newspaper, presidency reply Tinubu, says Nigeria, not one person made Buhari president. Now to the Nation newspaper this morning. Presidential ticket. Buhari disown Adamu over Lawan. Terrorists operated for 30 minutes at our church. Survivor recount. That's on page 6 of the Nation newspaper this morning. Lamata Onando signed deal for electrical mass transit buses in Lagos. That's on page 28. Another one says Tinubu tip to win APC presidential race. We have reaffirmed our position on power shift to south to the president. That says northern governors. There shall be no imposition of any candidate. Nobody will appoint anybody, says Buhari. We are with the governors on power shift. Chairman is entitled to his opinion on Lawan, says NWC. NWC rejects chairman's position. My 70-year-old mom shot dead. Police recover unexploded bomb. That's our church and one of the survivor. That's on the Nation newspaper this morning. National Assembly deserted as workers begin indefinite strike. That's on page 5 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. That's all we'll be able to take on Prime Vibes dailies this morning. And I hope tomorrow you still join us same time by 9 a.m. till 10 a.m. And the media man is here already this morning.
Welcome. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Israel Babalola.
Good morning, Messi. Good morning, Nigerians. I believe you are hot doing well. Yes, it is 9:56 on the M side, and by 11 on the M side, we will be joining Riot. That's Dr. Odofin, Adeshola Odofin on Oral Health. And yesterday is Tuesday, remember, by 5 on the PM side, on the program called Radioactive, you'll be joining after the Samuel and the twins, Ibikole twins. That's Samuel Ibikole Aribo Boys of Fresh 105.9 FM and Emmanuel Ibikole Elirioba of 32 FM. Yes, those are the guests for today on Radioactive. 12 on the PM side, you'll be joining Zena Vakonle, taking you through the Iroyin Asiko in Yoruba language. Yes, I believe you've really enjoyed Messi Adeyemo. Don't worry, we are getting there. We'll definitely get it right. Trust us in this space, in the industry. Yes, I guess this is a convenient point for us to officially bow out of. Yeah, don't worry, you are missing me. Don't worry, I'm coming here.
I just remember I have someone celebrating birthday today.
Oh, so
yeah.
I wish the person well.
Happy birthday, Akinshola Kiwumiju. The Lord bless you.
So
I know you actually watching right now.
Where's the venue?
The venue is place of God. We have to worship God and
tell me
pray
now,
in spirit and in truth. I pray the Lord bless your new age in Jesus' name. Amen. You are blessed in Jesus' name.
Amen and amen. Yes, tomorrow is another time by 9 to 10 thereabouts. You'll be joining me again tomorrow on Wednesday. You know we have a lot of program to come your way tomorrow. So therefore, I say goodbye for now. Thank you.
Can you...
Babalola Abodrin of BCOS, Oluwatobi Ainde and Obi Freaky of Yes FM, Omombolanle Edon of Lead City FM, Oyiza Amosu of Blast FM, Salawu Martine of Lagilu FM, Shida of Docs FM, Ryle the Game Boy of Sweet FM, Adebisi Precious of Kwasu FM, Kayode Sonny of Jams FM, Tife Salami of Lead Radio, Nedu Okore of Ray Power, Oluwatomi Ayilaran of Nobu FM. Let me stop there for now. All of these amazing OAPs have one thing in common. They are all products of Primus Media Academy. If you have a media dream, let's work with you to activate them. Primus Media Academy registration is on now for the next full-time and part-time class starting on 6th and 11th of June respectively. To register, hurry now to our office at Primus Media City opposite a Loving Arms Daycare, Sharp Corner area, Oluyole Estate, Ibadan. You can also call or chat us up on 0816-274-6129 or 0810-211-7710. Primus Media Academy, expanding the frontiers of the media.
If you have a message, think Primus. If you have a gift, think Primus. If you have a dream, think Primus. Primus Radio.